Oh, hey there. QuickShot88 again for my second YouTube video. I'm glad everybody can join me. As always, I'm just going to open with a couple remarks. First of all, this is my opinion only. It's not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. I have about 4 years of military experience, and I'm just trying to bring my experience out there for everybody else to hear. Okay. Second of all weapons that are used in this video have been safety checked multiple times by multiple people. There are no rounds in there. We're not just going around slinging guns like crazy people. We're very responsible gun owners, and we want to make sure that everybody understands that. Okay. What we're discussing today. Okay, today we're going to discuss concealed carry and safety of concealed carry. Okay, so there's a couple different things. There's outside the waistband holster, inside the waistband holster, purse carry, ankle holsters, and shoulder carry. Those are the main. Oh, and car carry. Those are the main things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a couple do's and don'ts, and I'm very lucky to have a beautiful female in my house, which I usually don't have very often, but she's here, and we're gonna interview her and have her do a couple things for us real quick. Okay, so I just want to start this video off with my vision. Okay, my vision is to assist gun owners to be the most responsible, most trained, most educated gun owners in America. Okay, in Washington State, they don't have laws that make you go to a safety class before you can obtain a concealed carry permit or concealed pistol license. And I think that it's my job as just a normal American citizen to put the information out there, to give you a little bit of a place to start so you know what the do's and don'ts are of carrying weapons, especially carrying concealed weapons in public. Okay, we don't want to make an unsafe environment for all the rest of the citizens, and we don't want to give those anti-gun people any more ammo than they already have to try to ban our guns or ban anything that we decide we want to carry. Okay, so back to what we're talking about. Okay, so as everybody can see, I don't know if you can tell, but you probably can't really tell that I'm carrying any type of weapon at all. I bet you couldn't guess. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Is it in my pockets? No, it's not. Okay, so now you can see. Plain as day, you can see that there's a weapon here, right? There's also a weapon here. I bet you might have guessed that this was here, but you never would have guessed this was here, okay? So that's just the point. Concealed carry is very easy, depending on the type of clothes and the type of holster you have. So, first holster is outside the waistband. This is an outside the waistband holster for my Smith & Wesson M&P 40 by Blade Tech, one of my favorite holster manufacturers. They have tensioning screws that make it easy. You can put more tension, less tension on your weapon if however you like. I like a little bit more tension. I like a more positive pull and a positive click when I replace it in the holster. That's just me, okay? It's a very great, it's probably the quickest as far as reaction time. It's probably the quickest weapon to get to if it's outside the waistband, especially on your hip here. It's very easy to draw, very quick. You can easily just pick your weapon up, align the sights within half a second. Outside the waist or inside the waistband, not always. You can get the outside the waistband holsters that can kind of go on your hip, but at the same time they tend to be a little bit uncomfortable. Some people swear by them. I'm not a big fan. What I prefer to use for inside the waistband holsters in the small of my back. This is my Springfield XDS 45, and it is what's called a friction holster. So it has a rubberized grip. I'll go ahead and pull that out so you can take a closer look at it. It has a rubberized grip here that really grips onto your pants or belt or whatever you have it tucked into. So when you actually pull it out, the holster stays and the weapon leaves. Okay, that's the biggest key. Holsters are number one. You have to have a holster if you're going to carry a weapon. If you don't have a holster and you want to be John Wayne or Little Wayne or whatever and carry it like this, that's not smart. You're going to blast your junk off. You carry it in the small of your back, you're going to put another hole in your butt that you don't need. Okay? You don't want that. Okay? Always carry it in a holster. Cover the trigger. That way you're not accidentally firing around, hurting yourself, hurting someone else, or damaging property. Okay? So, real quick, I just want to talk about reaction time. Reaction time is the number one thing. Situational awareness is the number two thing. Really, they're kind of hand in hand. But reaction time, like I said, if you just look, if I'm just standing casually and I need to draw my weapon for whatever reason, hopefully I never will ever have to, but just in case, for whatever reason, I can easily reach up and grab my weapon. Now this is a compact weapon, very small handle, so it's even harder in most cases to get a good grasp on the handle when you're drawing your weapon. If there's a full-size handle, it would be huge. I could easily get a hold of it and draw it. I've obviously practiced numerous times to try to make sure that works. Inside the waistband, especially the friction holster and the smaller your back, is a little bit more difficult. If I'm just standing, I have to reach around, find the weapon. Sometimes the holster comes out because I grab the holster with my finger instead of grabbing the weapon with my finger, and it just takes a little bit longer, okay? So let's try that again real quick. So it's in my pants, reach around, grab it with my finger again. I'm a big advocate on holding my finger along the lower receiver of the weapon, and I just keep pinching the holster instead of grabbing the weapon. It's all about safety, but that takes practice. I haven't practiced as much with drawing a weapon from the small of my back as I have from an outside the waistband holster. Other options are car carry. Okay, there's a lot of different options that you can carry with. You can carry your weapon in between your seat and your center console, like I do with the friction holster. But I always will have a weapon on me at the same time. So my primary weapon will go in between my seat and my center console. My secondary weapon will be still in the small of my back. I can drive 100 miles without feeling uncomfortable with that in the small of my back if you get the right size weapon and the right type of holster that feels comfortable to you. So let's talk real quick about, I don't want to talk all day, but we'll talk real quick about female carry. So I'll go ahead and have my female assistant come on up. And grab your purse there, sweetheart. This female assistant that I said I don't usually have very often is actually my wife, my very lovely wife. She looks taller than me in this video, so I'm just going to stand on my tippy toes so she doesn't look like that, okay? She's not taller than me, but a little bit. So anyways, besides the point. So there's a couple different ways females choose to carry, okay? First way is, most commonly, because females are so used to just stuffing stuff in their purse, is in their purse, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, hand me your purse here, stick this weapon in here. There's a couple items. This is kind of a mock purse, this isn't a real purse. I didn't want people to see all kinds of different stuff in here. But I'm just going to go ahead and stick that weapon inside her purse and go ahead and put it on your shoulder however you normally carry it if you're walking through the mall or whatever, okay? And then she also has a weapon on her hip, okay? This is another type of outside the waistband holster. You know, it works for winter situations. We'll show you a real quick inside the waistband holster that she likes to use every once in a while. But this outside the waistband holster, I know it's probably hard to see because she's wearing black clothes, but it's there, okay?